This book is like 300 pages of torture. Hell no, I'm DNFing this. Like, why am I really trying to force myself to finish this book when it's so enjoyable? And every single time I pick it up, I'm just like, hey, Pixie, welcome to my January book wrapped. In January, I read a total of 5 books. A total of 5 books this year. Now, that's pretty good. February is not really looking like that. February is not looking much like January, okay? And that's because I had much more other things going on. I didn't really have that much time to like read. So far, I'll just let y'all know how many books I read this February. I read so far a total of 1 full one. I'm just gonna say 2 because I'm reading a book right now. Probably gonna be reading it into March as well. Read A Sign of Affection volume like 7 I think this month, and then I'm also currently reading Bridgerton the Viscount Who Loved Me. This is book 2, and the reason why I specifically decided to get book 2 and I don't have book 1 is because the second season of Bridgerton is my favorite season. It's the best season hands down of all time. No other season is topping it. So I mean, that's just the facts. So my Valentine's Day gift to myself this year is going to be this book. So I mean, obviously I'm like not really anywhere near done, but that's fine. You know, I've been kind of busy, so maybe there'll be a March book wrapped, possibly, but don't hold me to it, just because, you know, if I don't do that much reading, there's not going to be really a wrapped. Now let's go ahead and get into what y'all came here to see. What did I read this month? What did HELLOMILLY read in January? First book is a manga. This is The Guy She Was Interested In Wasn't a Guy at All, volume 3. I read this. I really love this series. You know, it's kind of expensive though. It's $20 per volume, and that is, I'm pretty sure, just because the whole entire book is white and green, which, you know, I love. This neon green is literally my favorite color. This is my favorite color, so, you know, this book is kind of made for me, so, you know, I'm just like kind of drawn to it. I do like it. I can't wait for the next volume, which I'm pretty sure isn't coming out until hella long. Only thing is, sometimes I hate when, you know, it's kind of like in that slow beginning area of like manga, and so it's just kind of like a little boring or just like a little repetitive, you know. That's kind of how I felt. Will I be buying the next volume? Most likely yes, I will be, especially because I read ahead online. It's like, oh, I can't wait, blah 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 blah, and I thought a scene was happening in volume 3 that isn't happening in volume 3, so I have to wait until I can get volume 4 to read that scene like physically. And if you know what scene I'm talking about, you can say it in the comments, but I'm just not gonna say it in the video because, you know, I don't want to spoil if anyone wants to read this. I'll put what this book is about on the screen. It should probably already be on the screen while I'm talking, but yeah, if you want to know what this book is about, go ahead and read the description on the screen. Now wait, how do I rate this book though? Like, out of 5, what do I give this book out of 5? I give it a like 4 stars. 4 stars for me. Okay, next we have A Sign of Affection volume 6. I really like this series as well. It's like a, what is it, guilty pleasure read for me, because I really enjoy like the story and the characters. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, you might get bored of this. Like, by the 6th volume, like, nothing crazy has really happened that you might be like, I don't really need to buy that. It's a good book though. Like, you just might get tired of it because, again, it's kind of repetitive, and the main character, Yuki, she is kind of one of those girls that's just kind of like, I've never kissed a guy before, so when a guy kisses me, I like blush hella. She's kind of like that type of girl in this manga series. Love her though. Like, this is no hate to her or anything. Like, I love her. Like, I personally want to read this just because I really like the story and I really like the characters. Give this series a 3 stars just because nothing really happened like at all, that much, nothing crazy, so it was just kind of like, okay, like, let's move on. Third book I read in January. So as you can see, the reason why I was able to read so many books in January is because, as you can see, it was manga. And, you know, if you read manga, like, they go by pretty fast, so like you could read a lot more by reading manga than reading freaking like Bridgerton. This is Nana volume 5, and I'm pretty sure everyone on the planet Earth has heard of Nana, so I really hope I don't gotta do that much describing. But again, if you do want to know what this manga is about, it will be on the screen. Give this a 5 out of 5 stars, just because now this is like a story that's like not really boring at all. Like, there's no really like boring moments and I guess you could say it's not really slow either. Like, I would say the first two mangas I just showed you were definitely like slow burns, like they were slow, but this one is like a good regular pace. I feel like I give this 5 stars, and I need the 6th volume before I can continue reading the series in order. I love Nana, like I love Nana. And actually, fun fact, I'm starting Paradise Kiss right now, so I just started watching the anime and I can't wait to finish it because, you know, I've been wanting to read the manga of Paradise Kiss for a while now. I just haven't bought it because usually when you go to like the bookstore and you see Paradise Kiss, it's usually the really big version, and like it's kind of expensive. So it's like, ooh, I'll just come back. Like, I'll get you sometime in the future. Like, I'm gonna come back for you. But like when the next time you go to the store, like you already go and get something else. Like, that's kind of the situation. So I'm finna watch it, and if I really love it, which I know I probably will, you know, of course I'm gonna go ahead and finally make that purchase on the manga as well. So Paradise Kiss also is another manga and anime series made by the same author, and it's kind of like a different story, but there is still the great fashion in it. So if you love fashion, you know, definitely watch Paradise Kiss. Really excited to continue watching that. I'm on like episode 3. 4th book is Dead Man Wonderland. Now, I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. Like, this has been on my wish list of books, or TBR, since that's like the booktok people say. Like, yeah, say TBR. So this was on my TBR for a long time. Finally had got it, and I finally read it, and yes, I like it. Yes, I like it. The reason why I wanted it was just because the description of it sounded super interesting, that I was like, hold up, I gotta read that. So I can't wait to get volume 2. I also give this 4 out of 5 stars. 4 out of 5 stars. The story definitely intrigued me. It kind of ended on a little cliffhanger. So yeah, I can't wait to read the next volume of this. Y'all see? Very nice, very nice. Okay. The last book that I read in January. One Day in December. Now I'm gonna just keep it a buck. This gets 0 stars out of 5. Look how it tried to fall in my hand. This book, I had to DNF it actually, because this was not a good book. And this is my fault for buying it. Looked on TikTok. TikTok did me wrong. So this book is like 300 pages of torture, and there's just literally no plot of this book. Let me tell you what the plot is. I wanted to read this in December. Like, this was supposed to be my December read. I was supposed to finish this book in December. The reason why I kept on not going to pick this book up is because it sucks so bad. Like, it's like, oh, I don't even want to read that. Like, that's why I didn't finish it. And so I got to like 50 pages of it, which is a lot considering how bad it is. But yeah, I read up to 50 pages and I just couldn't do it no more. I said, hell no, I'm DNFing this. Like, why am I really trying to force myself to finish this book when it's so enjoyable? And every single time I pick it up, I'm just like, it's about a girl who sees a guy on a subway or their train one time, and she's like, oh, who is that guy? Like, he's mighty fine. And she's with her friend, I think her best friend, and I don't think the guy ever sees her looking at him. She missed her chance to shoot her shot, and so it's been like a whole year and she's still obsessed with this guy she somehow remembers. Mind you, she only had caught a glimpse of this guy. Like, the fact it's been a whole year and you're still thinking about that guy, like, girl. Anyway, so fast forward to a year, maybe even 2 years. Best friend is introducing her to her boyfriend. The MC's best friend's boyfriend is apparently the guy from the train that she saw. And so now it's one of those weird situations where she basically likes her best friend's boyfriend, but she thinks that he's basically hers because she saw him first. That's basically the situation. Hell no, I'm not reading that shit, bro. And I even tried to skip and possibly look ahead to see, like, fuck, like, I don't know, like, I'm not reading this. What makes it really hard to read is the amount of words on the fucking page. Like, this shit honestly looks like it was written in Google Docs. Like, this shit is ass, bro. If you like this book, bro, just spoil the ending for me so I know what happened, so that way my money's not wasted. If you want this book from me, let me know. I will sell it to you. Back is to $17. I will sell this to you for $12. $12. If you want this, let me know. Hit me up, bro. That is a conclusion of my January book wrapped. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what books you read in January and what books you're planning on reading this February. Sorry, this upload is kind of a little late because it is already almost the end of February, I believe. Technically, my January wrap should have been out in the beginning of February, which I very much was aware of that. But instead of me feeling like I'm behind, like, bitch, I'm on time because I'm still posting it. So if you have any book recommendations for me to read, please leave them in the comments, whether it be manga or just a regular book or maybe a poem book, whatever type of book. If you think I will like it based off, what I've just shown you, and yeah, if you think I would like it, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I'd really much appreciate it. Also, don't just tell me the book, like tell me the book, but like also tell me like what it's about though. So like please add a description of what the book's about so that way I can read it to decide if I want to read it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, Pixies. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.